Hello, football fans. King Ikibu coming to you live from the underground bunker deep beneath Tuktayatuk, where we are playing once again the game-winning drive football Group A, Week 2, the 1977 Dallas Cowboys, one of the favorites, maybe not the favorite to win this group, but favorites among people's hearts. The 77 Dallas Cowboys versus the 1990 Buffalo Bills. In the first week, Dallas lost by 3 points to the Seattle Seahawks of 2014, 16-13. And Buffalo in the first week beat the 1989 Denver Broncos quite handily, 30-20. So it should be a good matchup here today. Quarterback for Dallas, of course, is Roger Staubach. Number one running back is Tony Dorsett. And Preston Pearson and Billy Joe Dupree are the leading receivers. For Buffalo, Jim Kelly is the number one quarterback. Thurman Thomas, the number one running back. Andre Reed, James Lofton, Keith McKellar are the wideouts. And we are bringing up all the screens that we require in order to play this game. There's a lot of them and a lot of dice. So let's start. The home team is Buffalo. They will get the first drive. We will, I don't know, I think what I'm going to do maybe is put some pins on here. Pins. It won't let me. Doesn't want to. It's shy. Shy pins. So I'll give one more shot. Move all pins. Let's see if that does it. There we go. Now we got a pin. There we go. Just to keep this thing on the screen, so I have to dig for it all the time. I can still move it around. Okay. So, as we said, Buffalo has the first drive of the game. Their scoring number is 32. Both teams have the same scoring number, 32. So, is there a kickoff to Buffalo? No, no punt or kickoff to Buffalo, and to Dallas. We don't have to worry about any kickoffs or punt returns, which makes life easier for this old King's brain. Anyway, 32 is also the number we're looking for each team, and let's now roll. We'll roll to see what the first scoring number is for Buffalo. Here's their score at 63. It's a turnover. And we roll again. 34. So 34 is a punt. So we go to the scoring and we put in first drive is a punt for Buffalo. So then we go to the first drive for Dallas, 1977. Here is the roll for the score, 35. It is a turnover, and the type of turnover is a fumble. So Dallas fumbles a football. Tony Dorsett did have some problems with that throughout his career, with the fumbleitis. And it came back to haunt them here and gives Buffalo some good field position. Fumble lost. We won't put Dorsett's name, but we will know that he probably was the one who was guilty of the infraction. So we have a favorable field position for Buffalo. The number is 42 for this roll for their second drive of the first quarter. Here is this. It is a score. It wouldn't have been a score if it wasn't for the field position. What kind of score is it? 63. It is a field goal. A field goal. So 3 points on the board for Buffalo. And that kicker, that Scott Norwood, that's his name, that was much maligned, is the man who scores the field goal. So we will put 3 points on the board for Buffalo, and we'll give Norwood his field goal. That is his second of the season, and that gives Buffalo a 3-0 lead. No kickoffs required, so we will go right back into the scoring roll. It is a regular field position for the Dallas Cowboys. Here is their roll. It is a 15. That is a scoring roll. What kind of score is it? 46. 46 is between 42 and 55. It is a touchdown pass. Touchdown pass. Oh, we have to roll to see if the point after for Buffalo was good. Let's see if it is. Yes. Now we'll see if it's good for Dallas. 55. It is good. So we will mark down a touchdown pass for Dallas. And the point after is good. So we put the 7 points on the board. It's now 7-3 Dallas. We go to Dallas and we see who threw the touchdown pass. We bring up our second dice, the one that's not pinned. And we'll change this to a 100-sided die. And who, well, we can see here it's Roger Staubach for sure. Danny White did not have a touchdown pass, but who caught the ball for the touchdown? That is to be determined. Here is the roll. 90. 90 is Scott Laidlaw. Scott Laidlaw, touchdown reception from Roger Staubach, and the score is 7-3. We can put it on Dallas's scoreboard as well. 2 scoreboards going. There's also a scoreboard over here as well. It has it 7-3. That's the main scoreboard. All right, so now it is back to Buffalo. And they have one more possession here in the first quarter. So here is their roll for their possession. It is a 42, is a turnover, and it is a 45, which is a punt. So they end the first quarter with a punt. And the final, or not the final score, but the score after one quarter is Dallas, 1977 Dallas 7, and the 1990 Buffalo Bills 3. We go to the second quarter for Dallas. Dallas needs a roll of 32, as both teams do. Here is the roll. 36 is a turnover, and it's a 13. It is another fumble. Tony Dorsett fumbles the football again. He's going to have to take some lessons. So we find fumble lost. That gives Buffalo excellent field position. And they took advantage last time. Will they take advantage this time? Here's the roll. 61, they do not. And it's a 36, which is intercepted. Intercepted. And we see who threw the interception. It is a chance of someone else besides Jim Kelly. So we will throw that, roll the dice. Now it's 30. It is Jim Kelly. His second interception of the season. And that gives Dallas excellent field position. The main difficulty in this game is negotiating all the windows. So it's 42 is the favorable field position. We have to put this here. That's interception. Also, we have to roll for a interception return. Interception return. It is 11-52. And I didn't roll fumble returns either on Buffalo. So gotta get organized here in my mind. Okay, so sorry about that, folks. We'll roll it now. 14, it's close, but it's not an interception. So it's too much to remember. So it is an interception. And okay, we'll roll, just to be fair, we'll roll Buffalo's second one. They scored a field goal on their first one, but the second one they did not score, so we'll let them roll now for their interception, or their fumble return. Their number is 13-64. Okay, so that should be fair now. Won't be any protests or anything. Okay, so it's interception, so it gives Dallas favorable field position. Their roll is 42. And let's see what they roll. They need 42 or less. It is 25. It is a score for Dallas. What kind of score is it? 32. It is a field goal. Field goal for Dallas to extend their lead to 10-3. Fumble, interception, field goal right here. And our old friend Efren Herrera is the kicker for Dallas. So he gets his third field goal of the year. And that makes the score 10-3. We'll put it on Buffalo's scoreboard as well. Keep it up to date in both cities. Okay, here's the windows up. All right. So after the field goal, it's now 10-3. We go to Buffalo. They're rolling on 32. 56 and 11. It is a fumble. So we're gonna run this. We're gonna remember roll the fumble return. Here is the roll in the fumble return. It is 11. It is a touchdown. Touchdown on the fumble return. Fumble return, touchdown for... So it is a fumble return, touchdown. Fumble roll, and we'll roll for the point after. 61. That should be good. I think it's 65. Yes. So Dallas scores on the fumble lost return for a touchdown. So we now go back to the scoreboard and we give them another 10 points. It's 17-3. We give Efren Herrera a point after. And we give interception return to Hollywood Henderson. Or was it an interception? It was a fumble. So that goes to Jay Saldi. Returns it for a touchdown, and it's 17-3. And Buffalo's getting beat badly so far. There's still time to come back. So these right now it looks like it's going to be one win, one loss for both teams in the season, but it's still a long way to go. Here is the scoreboard, 17-3, and the interesting thing is, well, it does go back to Buffalo. Okay. And the game automatically does that. Interesting. Okay. So it is Buffalo. They get the ball. One last chance. So they get an extra possession because of the fumble return for a touchdown. Here's the roll, 32. They score on that possession. Interesting. And what is the roll? 63. It is another field goal for Norwood. So they end the half with a field goal. And the score is 17-6. So we give Buffalo their 3 points. We give Norwood his second field goal of the day. And we'll go to Dallas and update the scoreboard as well. So at the half, the score is Dallas 1977-17 and the 1990 Buffalo Bills 6. So we're going to start the second half now. We have to negotiate all the windows. Here we go. So first team with the ball is Dallas. So they will roll for Dallas. 32 or less. 46 is a turnover. It's a 32. 32 is a punt. So the Dallas begins their second half with a punt. Now it goes over to Buffalo. They need scores, and they need scores quick. They are down by 11. They don't want to disappoint the home fans. Here's the roll. 54 is a turnover. 22 is a punt. So both teams start off the second half with punts. Okay, it goes to Dallas. Dallas roll is 32. Here's their roll. 54 is a turnover. 43 is a punt. So we got puntalitis to start the third quarter. It gives Buffalo another chance. They're down by 11. They need to score now. Here is the roll. 51. They do not score. 44 is a punt. So 4 possessions, 4 punts in the third quarter. There's only one possession left in the third quarter, and that belongs to Dallas. They want to extend their lead. Here's the roll. 33 is just above because of the Buffalo defense. Takes away the score with a 33. What kind of turnover is it? 36. 36 is an interception. Interception for Dallas. And let's see who threw the interception. It could be Danny White. He threw most of the interceptions, it seems like. That's a different game. Get that one off the... We have enough windows to worry about now. We don't have to worry about that one. Right. Here is the roll. 53. So it is interception for Danny White and not Staubach. My computer's struggling. Whoa. Computer is struggling big time right now. All right. Too many windows. I don't have a... What can I do to help? I can close this. I can close... This game is always up because I'm always working on it. I should do a game here. Maybe not Orioles Twins. Okay, let's see. Do I have any windows open here that take up a lot? No, not really. All right. Let's just hope it comes back to life. So game-winning drive is back. And we had an interception. So now we have favorable field position. That's not a... Okay, punt. Okay. So now Dallas threw an interception. And we have to see, yes, if it was a return for a touchdown. 11-14, they have very good odds of that. Here is the roll. 16, almost returned. Let's say they had a good return. Got to about the 30-yard line. Gives them great field position. And they need scores now. As we go into, is it the fourth quarter now? Yes. So we begin the fourth quarter. It is 17-6. We'll update the scoreboards. No scoring of any kind in the third quarter as the teams punted the ball 4 times, and then there was an interception at the end of the quarter. And it's 17-6. And now let's start this. They have to score now if they want to have any chance of coming back. Here, the roll is 42. It's a very good roll. They have very good field position. Here is the roll. 15. They do score. What kind of score will it be? 35. 35 is a touchdown pass. Touchdown pass for Buffalo. And who threw the touchdown pass? Will it be Jim Kelly, Frank Reich, who is one of my favorite people in football, and Gail Gilbert? Here is the roll. 51. It is Jim Kelly. Throws the touchdown pass. And who's he throw it to? He throws it to 48. That is James Lofton. His first touchdown pass of the season. So they score. And we'll give Norwood his extra point. Although we have to roll it first. 16, yep, that's it. So Buffalo is within striking distance. The score is now 17-13 Dallas. 17-13, let's bring the windows up. We have to... Touchdown pass. Point after is good. To make it 17-13 on that window. And then let's bring up the playing window here. Dallas has the ball. They have 2 possessions left. Buffalo has 2 possessions left. Anybody's ball game at this point, but if Dallas scores here, it is huge. Hello.
Hey Cam, what
Yeah.
you doing?
I'm doing a video.
Okay, sorry, I shouldn't bother you when you're off. I was gonna ask you real quick if I could take tomorrow afternoon off and Saturday off.
Tomorrow afternoon, well, you're the only one. You and Penny and Danny are the only ones there Saturday.
Okay.
But are you closing tomorrow night?
Let me check the schedule real quick. I don't think so. I think it's 9 to 5:30.
Well, you can play it by ear for tomorrow afternoon, but Saturday you'll have to work.
Oh, okay. Because my friends asked me to go to Fernie, and I was gonna see if I could pick off this weekend.
Well, yeah, that's the reason why you're working Saturdays, because there's not... Unless you can trade with somebody, but Jody is already booked it off. You can see if Tina will work for you.
Okay. I'm not gonna push it. If I can, that's
Okay.
Alright.
You're on YouTube. See you later. Bye. All right. Still have to manage, you know. All right, we're back to this game. They want to go to Fernie. It's a nice place to go. I mean, you can't blame the kid. Fernie, mountains, beautiful lakes, summertime. You know, you can't blame, but I booked her on the Saturday because a bunch of other people booked off already. So, here we go. Now, we are in possession. We're with Dallas. They need a 32. And if they score here, it puts a huge pressure on Buffalo. They'll have to score on their last two possessions. Here is the roll. 66. They do not score. What kind of turnover is it? 44. It is a punt. So that opens up the door for Buffalo. They still have a great chance of winning this game with the punt. Let's see what they do now. They're down by 4 points. They need a 32 as well. Here is the roll. 26. They score. What kind of score? Field goal? Well, it's not the last possession, so, you know, the rule, if there was the last possession, they could give up the field goal and go for the touchdown. But they don't need to do that because they still have a possession left. It's only in the last possession that does that rule come into place. So this is 23. 23 is a touchdown run for Buffalo. And let's see who runs into the end zone. 67. 67 is Kenneth Davis. Kenneth Davis runs it in for a touchdown, and the point after is good. Norwood's having a flawless day kicking, unlike Super Bowl 25. I think it's Super Bowl 25. Unlike that day, he's having a flawless day, and Buffalo has 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter to take the lead. Oh, that's 14. There we go. 20-17. And we'll give the bad news to Dallas that they're down. They were up huge, and now they're down with 2 touchdowns given up. But there's still time to come back. Still time to come back. And we'll, we have to roll for the extra point. 14, it's good. So the running touchdown, point after good, 20-17. Now Dallas has one last chance. The field goal will tie the game, so they will not go for anything if they score a touchdown. They'll take the field goal if they get it. They'll be overjoyed at this point to get the field goal. Here is the roll for Dallas. This is the ball game. Here is the roll. 46 is a turnover. And it is 11, another fumble. So we have to roll the fumble. The fumble return. Here is the roll, 25. They do not return it. So it's just another fumble. 3rd fumble of the game for Dallas. That is their problem today. We won't say it's all Tony Dorsett, but at least I imagine 2 of them were. So Buffalo, I guess the only thing they're hoping for here, we have to play because it could be an interception or fumble, and it could be returned for a touchdown. So we have to play it. 26 is the roll, or 32 is the roll. Here is the roll, 36. Okay, so Dallas still has a chance. If it's a fumble or interception, then it has to be returned because they do have interception return and fumble return on Dallas. Here is the roll. 66. 66 is a missed field goal. So no longer does Norwood have a perfect day as he misses the field goal. But really, when you think about it, it's not that big a deal because it would have been worse to have an interception or a fumble and have a chance to be returned for a touchdown. But since it's a missed field goal, the game is now over. And Buffalo goes to 2-0. They come back in the fourth quarter with a 20-17 victory over the Dallas Cowboys, who fall to 0-2. I would have thought that this team would have been one of the better teams, and there's still a long ways to go. But at this point, they're 0-2, and Buffalo is 2-0. So that is the game. We can see if it's up to date. We can take the pin out so I can get rid of this thing, and we can go to the standings, up-to-date standings, and see. We'll sort this thing. Get the stats completely up to date. So we're sorting by wins. That's column C. Largest to smallest. All right. So I guess we didn't give... Oh yeah, I didn't give Dallas and Buffalo their losses. Okay, or win. Okay, so it's a loss for Dallas. They scored 17 points and they gave up 20. And then Buffalo, they win the game. There we go. Now it'll work. Now I just have to do this. Sort. And sort by column C, largest to smallest. There we go. So Buffalo is tied for first place with the 1995 Dallas Cowboys. And if you want to see some sorting here with who's leading, I usually do this at the end of the day, but since it's on video, we sort by touchdowns, which is column L. I always want to put smallest to largest, but should default the other way in my opinion. So Jim Kelly is now second in touchdowns to John Elway in the lead. Now Emmitt Smith is running away with touchdowns as a running back, and Vance Johnson of Denver has 3. He leads the way. And the kickers, let's see if Norwood has moved up higher with his good day here today. Sort by points, column AD, largest to smallest. There we go. So Norwood is now third in kicking behind Boniol and Carlos. So that is the up-to-date standings. This for the final score, once again, to remind you, Buffalo 20, Dallas 17. This is King Ichabod signing off. Have a great day, everybody. Goodbye.